Hey guys, it's me, Bevy J, and you're listening to Wait a Minute. So guys, ladies in particular, I have a very special guest with me. Look, we were talking about some things, and I said, you know what? Wait a minute, I need you on my show, like a real talk. So, without further ado, ladies, welcome Mr. Gary to my show. Hello, Gary.
Hey, how's it going?
So let's just jump right into this, Gary. You mentioned something about war paint, hunting gear. Like, please elaborate on what do you mean by these things?
Well, so I refer to things such as like the way women wear things. It's all just stuff to base to attract men and things like makeup, right. For example. Like, why do you wear it? Why do we have it?
Wait, you wait a minute. You talk to somebody that loves makeup. So I'm listening. I'm sorry.
I mean, but what's the point of makeup? Like, why do we have it? I mean, because at the end of the day, it's in there like more about like if it's about what that person looks like. For me, I'm more about natural beauty. I would like to see the person that I go to bed with look the same after I wake up next to her.
Absolutely. Okay, and what if, the person that you're talking to, she just so happens to like makeup? Like, she looks good with it and without it. Would that still be an issue for you?
I mean, if she uses it as a crutch, yes, that's a huge issue.
Okay.
But if it's something to accentuate, fine. But she doesn't have to wear it every day, cool. But if she freaks out about getting up every day and having to put on makeup, and if she doesn't do that, like the world's gonna end, then it's a hard pass. I can't do it. No.
Okay. No. And hey, we all have our preferences and all of that other stuff.
I mean, but if you talk about any man, like a sane one anyway, he's not gonna want his woman to have to depend on something like that to be beautiful.
Right.
I mean,
okay, so let me ask you this. I totally understand where you're coming from because I am a woman who absolutely loves makeup. And just to tell my story a little bit, as far as where my love of makeup came from, it was, growing up, being insecure, having low self-esteem, being called ugly and all of that other stuff. But once I found who I am as a woman, once I found her, makeup does not define me. However, I like to encourage women who think that way, because there are women who think that way. Oh my gosh, I'm out this product and I'm having a bad day because of XYZ. So I totally understand where you're coming from, but I just gotta defend myself because I almost feel like you're talking to me a little bit. Like, wait a minute.
It's not a defensive thing, but it's more like just let's analyze what we're doing here.
Right.
Like, why do you have makeup? Why do women wear uncomfortable shoes and say that they're cute? They feet hurt and they can't walk but 10 minutes in them and they're ready to take them off. It makes no sense to wear them because what's the purpose of having shoes?
I applaud you for that. That makes totally good sense. I agree why I wear something. But again, just being a woman and myself, like I said, it's just the shoes complete the outfit. So that's just like I got on this banging dress, right? And these pair of heels, it's just set the whole look off. But then I got a pair of comfortable flats. It just doesn't do the same thing. It doesn't look the same.
Okay, well, after you take all that stuff off, and your feet looks like a ballet dancer's feet, and I don't know if you've ever seen a ballet dancer's feet. They look like the West Coast sign.
Right.
So at the end of the day, which one is more important? Looking good, looking fly for that, I don't know, hour or two that you have that stuff on, or would you rather have have good health? I mean, think about it. Makeup. The person who uses it all the time, after they take it off, it starts to break down the skin. We all know that. So it doesn't make you look better in the long run. It actually starts to take away from what you already had. So it doesn't make any sense to depend on something that's essentially making you so dependent on it. It's like a drug. It makes no sense for that to be like, oh, well, this is the standard of beauty. You have to do this, you have to do that. And it actually takes away from what you naturally already have. And a lot of women, they don't understand that 9 times out of 10, guys don't care about that stuff. It's women who actually care about it. It's like they're competing with themselves to capture other dudes. It's like, look what I caught. I caught this dude wearing this makeup, this mask, this war paint.
Right.
This you got this war paint combined with this camo.
Right.
And combined with this little musk that I put on to like attract them, and then I just pounce on them, and that's it.
Right.
So it's all basically there, so they could, like other women, can figure out how to capture more dudes. And 9 times out of 10, they don't even care about how many dudes they catch. They just like, it's like catch and release anyway.
Right.
Dude come up to them, buy him a drink. Oh, you look good. I don't want his number, but just thank you for the drink. Bye. See, I got him though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that type of woman that you're,
You want another round?
Oh yes.
Yes.
By the way, you guys, we are at Dodd's having a drink, by the way. So if you hear all of the festivities in the back, that's what's going on. And that's what I love about being able to record whenever you want to.
This is only round number 1 too, so
I don't know what it's gonna be like on round 3 though. But going back to what you said, I think that there's a couple type of women in the world, and that woman that you're speaking of, I can definitely say I'm not her. But I totally see the disconnect and why, you know, it's like why? Like why? You know, but my show is basically about, you know, encouraging women and, you know, building confidence and empowering them through fashion, beauty, and life. And the fact that you spoke on 2 of these things, what advice can you give to a woman that's listening right now that feels like, okay, I have to have on my makeup and my outfit has to be 100% because maybe she is looking for somebody?
Well, first off, if we're talking about, I mentioned the other 2 things, and let's talk about life then.
Okay.
Like, before you can be happy with somebody else, you got to be happy with yourself.
Exactly.